Yo, what's up everybody? It's me, Jared Guynes. Just want to thank you again for all the subscribers. We are well on our way to 100,000 subs. I think I'm at like 42,000 and change. And I just really appreciate everybody for hitting that subscribe button. It really means a lot. So today I've got two special things for you. Number one, I've got the all new Nerf Zombie Strike Revoltinator, and this might be the first review video of this blaster on YouTube in retail form. Second surprise, and you're gonna love this, is that Drac himself is here. What? Oh my gosh, that's crazy. Did you say just now, Drac?
And I'm totally not gonna steal your Revolt. All right.
You better not. So Drac, as you guys know, has over 700,000 subscribers on YouTube. I'm just trying to get 100,000 subscribers on YouTube. So I hope some of your subscriber juju can just, you know, come my way.
It'll rub off.
Okay, so yeah, let's do it. Drac tells me that there's a surprise on the back of Zombie Strike boxes that I never knew about. And Drac, hold on one second. I want you to tell us all about this.
Thing that's always been the same no matter which box art you look at is that the kids always have pizza in their bunker. So sometimes it's in a box on the ground, but here you can see they've like hung it up on the mouse trap here. And I just think that that's really cool that the kids are just like you and me. They're always hanging out, building blasters, tinkering with stuff, fighting zombies. They're literally the quintessential goofball nerfer, and they eat pizza.
So what you're telling me is that the pizza slice in the back of Zombie Strike is a little bit of an Easter egg for any fans of this line.
You have to be like a super fan of the art and like the flavor of Zombie Strike. But yeah, there's a pizza on every box ever. International distribution, no matter what, like the artist always does. Kids have pizza, fight zombies.
Amazing. Thumbs up and leave a comment if you think that Nerf should include a foam slice of pizza as a tactical foam slice. They've done it. They've done a tactical chimichanga. I've seen it myself for the Deadpool exclusive blasters. They could do Nerf pizza. Hasbro, make it happen. Included in the box is the Revoltinator blaster, an 18-round magazine, and 18 Zombie Strike Elite darts. Alright guys, so the Revoltinator, if you haven't figured it out yet, is basically a Strife. It's a Zombie Strike Strife. However, just dismissing this as a simple Strife would not be taking into account all the design and details in this thing. And there are some unique attributes that I'd like to talk about. One is lights, the other one is sound, and the third one is the aesthetic, and I'm going to show you all that right now. But when you're looking at the blaster design, of course, I think the green and the orange looks really cool, but you'll notice that this is a very, very specific magazine here, and the reason is because of all the logos and the rivets, and it has this industrial looking design, and it even has a window here where you can see darts inside. So this is an absolutely unique 18 round magazine that you're going to get here with the Revoltinator. Second of all, there is a speaker which is mounted up here in the front. There is a lighted logo here which is unbelievably cool. You have 4 LEDs here, and then you have an additional orange LEDs here that are sort of in a faux coil pack. So I think one of the things to notice about Zombie Strike is that it's giving you more than just a blaster. It's sort of putting you into a fantastic scenario, right? It's putting you into the world of those hand-drawn characters that are on the box of Zombie Strike, where you're not just shooting Nerf, you're in a fantasy environment where you're literally defending yourselves from zombies. And so the Revoltinator is a little bit of an imagination type of blaster where they're saying, well, what if these, you know, Nerf geniuses figure out how not just to make a Nerf blaster, but how to electrify the darts. You can see here in the product design, they have these wound coils, and you have these 9-volt batteries that have the cool Nerf logo hidden on them, and they got the fake duct tape. You got the fake little coil wire and the nails. And then up here, you've got these sort of spark plugs. These are like the bottom of different car spark plugs that are lining up. And then you can hear the sound. Now there's 2 different sound sequences. So whenever you pull the trigger for the first time, you will hear this one. Okay. And this one acts like it's charging up. And then when you pull it again, the next time, it's going to do the coil in the back. Also, you're going to get this cool logo in the front. So the pretend idea with this blaster is that you're adding electricity to the dart, so not only do they hit and defeat the zombie, but it zaps them a little bit, like for some extra damage or something. It has like a pretend screen, so you can almost imagine that this is actually a flip phone here in the back. And some of you kids won't even be old enough to know what a flip phone was, but back when we were teenagers, we had a cell phone called a Motorola Razr that looked a lot like this, and it's like a Nerf flip phone that's been snapped to the back. So there's just no question, with all the detail and the mold and all the little design elements all over this blaster, that this is such an interesting blaster to look at. Unbelievably interesting. And there's one final thing. Time that you fire the blaster, right here on top, there are red LEDs in this tubing. So when you pull it, you see that you actually get these dart lights here across the top. No one's gonna really bring it up or talk much about it, because I think most of you guys watching are Nerf enthusiasts and that you're really into shooting. But let's make no mistake about it, okay? I'm a dad, I've got a 4-year-old at home, and sometimes, guys, kids just want sounds and lights. And I don't care if you don't acknowledge it or agree, but I'm telling you, as a parent, it's a fact that kids like sounds and lights. They just do. So with that said, this blaster does have a second functionality, is that even if there are not darts loaded in it, and even if the darts are long gone, that you could still have fun running around, making noise and making it light up and making it make sounds when you pull the trigger. And as silly as that might sound to me or you, somewhere there's a kid that's gonna get a big kick out of those sounds and lights, I promise. Now, in terms of accessories, of course, being the muzzle type that it is, you can screw just about anything there on the front. Drac was easy to point out to me that there are, of course, Zombie Strike specific attachments that will actually color coordinate here and match. But we even put the SPL silencer on the end. It screws on just fine. Here on the bottom, you'll see the tack rail here on the bottom, and there's a second one here on the top. This does not adjust or twist around, even though it looks like it would, but you do have 2 different points to put on accessories, scopes, lights, chainsaws, whatever you want to put on this thing. You have plenty of molding and mold decorations. Of course, over here, you're gonna have the jam door. You're gonna get lights on the other side, and then over here, instead of the 9-volt batteries, we get AA batteries, we get an exposed circuit board, and some other pieces of conduit and tubing. And of course, the other side of this magazine also has full mold deco on it too. So this is a very interesting looking. They even have design down in here under the LEDs. You notice they could have made that flat there, but instead they made it those ribbed edges. So whenever you pull, you're gonna get the light reflecting off the edges, and it just gives it a little bit more dramatic of a lighting effect. If you guys pay attention, the design on this blaster is so detailed that they even have the words Zombie Strike really tiny there in the bottom of these fake spark plugs. So this blaster is going to be available at retailers across the country sometime in August for $49.99. We're going to head out in the backyard real quick. We're going to shoot it through the chrono. We're going to see how hard it shoots. And then I'm going to do something you've certainly never seen before. We're going to open up the Revoltinator and see inside what this Zombie Strike Strife looks like with the speakers, circuit boards, and all. And we'll take the first ever internet look inside the blaster. All right, here we go. The first ever chronograph of the Zombie Strike Revoltinator. We got it right here. And I apologize for all the cicadas. It's Texas summer, and they are loud down here.
Well, that's okay. This thing's got a little bit of noise to it too, so it'll chirp. 57, 61, duplicate 61, 62, 78, 60, duplicate 60, duplicate 60, duplicate 60, 67. So I think that's a pretty good spread to say that it's somewhere in the mid 60s, which is very standard for a flywheel blaster. And in the spirit of fair play, like, this is using the Try Me batteries. Now Jared's is of course brand new directly from Hasbro. It hasn't been sitting on a shelf at Target. Nobody's been playing with it. So this should be more or less what you're getting. But if you take yours home and you're shooting it and you're like, man, that's shooting really soft, anything that can be Try Me'd out of the package, anything that has lights and sounds, if it was sitting on the shelf at Target for a week, it's going to be shooting softer. So I think you should be expecting elite ranges of 70 FPS, but mid 60s is fine.
In fact, I think that we should just change the batteries. Ow, ow, ow! Why you do that to me? Let's change out the batteries just to see if it does anything. I gotta know. I gotta know. It's at right here in the bottom of this sort of grenade launcher looking handle. It's just one Phillips head screwdriver screw and 4 AA batteries. But it does come with them right out of the box, and it is certainly functional to play right out of the box. No batteries required because they're already included. But we're gonna put a little bit better, fresher batteries in there. Chrono Test 2 on brand new fresh batteries.
It's a little louder. 63, error, 57, 68, 62, 61, 65, error, 63. I think mid 60s is a very safe estimate, Jared.
All right. Jack, you're really good at taking blasters apart. Do you mind taking this one apart for me?
I'm already doing it, man.
All right, let's see what's inside. Jack, looking inside the Revoltinator.
Yeah, so I mean, it's got a ton of good guts in it. Obviously, there's a lot of value in terms of the light and sound modules. The switches are all standard. The safeties are all standard. The flywheel cage is of an interesting geometry. I'll let you guys be the judge of what I mean by that. Over here, you can see the speakers in a good spot, and then just lots and lots of these LED panels with little micro circuits built into them, so they do unique and cool things. Like, it's a ton of aesthetics for a blaster. This price point is really, really nice.
Hey guys, final thoughts on the Revoltinator.
I mean, I like it a lot. I think it's easily the best from a performance, from an aesthetic, from an options. Like, this is the best Zombie Strike blaster since the Hammer Shot and the Sling Fire. And we've had like a lot of Zombie Strike blasters that have not been as like exciting and unique as this, but like the lights are very interesting. The combination of different things it has going on. Like, this is, somebody put a lot of effort and a lot of love into this. I would not be surprised if this is like Maddie's like pet project for 2019. This thing is sweet.
So I gotta say that I'm attracted to the Revoltinator as a product because of the lights and the sound and the overall aesthetic. This blaster is fun to look at. In fact, just now while I was looking at the blaster, I found a whole nother design aspect to it I didn't even realize. This thing on the bottom earlier in the video, I referred to it as a grenade launcher. It's not. It's like a vehicle car coil. And look at this. See, where does that go? This is supposed to be like a strut here from underneath the car. It's just all of this crazy, crazy detail and the rebar back here. And it's like they just really went through a junkyard and put this toy together. And I think that's neat. With that huge 18 round magazine in the bottom, it's also pretty imposing. And in the hands of a 10-year-old, it's going to be massive, and that's fun. Now, at $49.99, there's no question that not every kid's going to be able to afford this blaster. And that's why, guess what? There's Alpha Strike. So there are affordable blasters all the way down to $3 for you. And then you get all the way up into the entry level. Then you got your mid-range, and it gets up into the 70s, and then all the way up to the Titan or the Perseus, which are both $100 blasters. But at least gone are the days of the $200 blasters or the $250 RC tanks, which I own both and think are super cool. So lights, sounds, cool design, 18 round capacity, full electric blaster that comes with batteries included. I think that this will be a lot of fun, and I think that there's going to be a lot of Nerf fans out there who will want to get their hands on one of these, and come Christmas time, this is definitely going to be one that's on a lot of kids' lists. I'm not sure on exact availability because I don't know if anyone is, but I would suspect you can pick up the Zombie Strike Revoltinator at your favorite retailer sometime in the next few weeks, depending on when you're watching this video, or let's just call it the first part of August. Right? Thank you for being in my video. I really appreciate it. Thanks, buddy.
I love taking apart your toys.
That means a lot. No, it really means a lot. Thank you.
Dude, seriously.
Thank you. Can I come to Georgia one day and be in one of your videos?
Will you please come to Georgia already? Jared Guynes been to every city of any historical importance in his entire home country.
I want to see the
never been
whale
to
shark.
Atlanta.
You got to take me to see the whale shark.
Beluga whales, dog. It's all about the belugas.
I want to see the whale shark.
I'll show you the whale shark.
Drink Coca-Cola.
Belugas.
And
Coca-Cola.
have the first Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich.
I can take you to the original Chick-fil-A.
I want to go to the ones not even called Chick-fil-A. I want
the Dwarf House.
The Dwarf
I would
House.
take you to the Dwarf House in College Park, literally a stone's throw from where I went to school.
Chicken nuggets. What are your thoughts on the Zombie Strike Revoltinator? I really want to know. Why don't you like this video and leave a comment below? Why do you like it? Because it helps more people see it. And you know what? I can't keep it. In fact, I'm sure they're going to send me another one. So how about this? Let's just play a game. If this video reaches 50,000 views, I will pick somebody who liked it and left a comment below to get their very own Zombie Strike Revoltinator.
If somebody's me, I'm taking it home right now.
Right, thanks a lot. So, but I'll pick somebody below here in the comments, and I will go over to FedEx at my own expense, and I will ship it out to you. So drop a comment below, like the video, and let me know, and you might just get to take home this blaster. As always, thanks for watching, thanks for subscribing, and Nerf on and Jared out.
I'm not taking your Revolt.